Valery Gerasimov, an unsmiling, gray-haired giant, was waiting for Vladimir Putin outside the entrance to Russia's southern military command center, about 60 miles from the eastern Ukrainian border. His clasped hands hung by his sides like a schoolboy waiting for the principal. The chief of Russia's general staff, Mr. Putin's most senior military officer, was appointed operational commander of the Ukrainian invasion in January. This was a move similar to a football club owner appointing his coach as captain on the field. Since he was appointed head of the Russian military in 2012, his mandate has been big picture strategy. From January 2023, he also had to be busy with daily tactics. In the 9 months since his appointment, with the help strong defenses by Kiev forces and Western weapons and support, Russian forces had captured only 180 square miles of Ukrainian territory, an area equivalent to 0.08% Ukraine. Mr. Gerasimov was charged. Many nationalist war bloggers with a mandate to criticize conduct of war blamed superpowers military for its failure to seize more its smaller neighbors' territory. Western critics described the Russian military as a naïve, under-equipped force, slow to react and pursued by complex command structures. Mr. Gerasimov's career until the full-scale invasion of Ukraine on February 24, 2022 was characterized by impressive adaptability. A police officer takes cover in front of a burning building hit by a Russian airstrike in Avdiivka, eastern Ukraine. He overcame his natural lack of intuition as a young cadet at school by reading masses of military books by Russian theorists. Mr. Gerasimov writes in his biography, "Three Dangerous Men." He eventually became the best student. As a 22-year-old tank commander Poland 1977, while among senior staff of the Baltic Military District Estonia early 1990s. He watched as Western-funded pro-democracy groups helped overthrow Soviet rule. In 1991, the Soviet Union would collapse completely. It was end of the Cold War and USA had not fired a single shot. This started to shape Gerasimov's use of hybrid warfare strategies and tactics, which you can see when he really starts to get into his prime. Mr. Jones told The Independent, Vladimir Putin was applauded after his speech at the gala concert held on the occasion of Victory Day in Sevastopol, Crimea, on May 9, 2014. Fast forward to 2014, and Mr. Gerasimov, who has spent years studying the United States' use of irregular warfare involving covert influence operations to achieve conventional warfare objectives, had aided in the annexation of Crimea from Ukraine. He would oversee the Little Green Men, wearing green Russian uniforms and carrying Russian weapons, who would take control of the Luhansk and Donetsk regions in eastern Ukraine later that year. This nickname was earned because Moscow refused to acknowledge participation and tried to suggest that these were local self-defense groups. However, Putin later admitted that Rus